I must say that I consider the phrase tax the rich, quote, tax the rich, when spit out with anger and contempt by politicians both here and across the country, to be just as hateful as some disgusting racial slurs seem to be saying, is that the rich are evil, or the enemy, or the targets, or maybe even just suckers. But the rich whom the politicians are targeting, started with nothing, are the epitome of the American dream. They are our largest employers and largest philanthropists. And it is the 1% that pay 50% of New York's income taxes. They are at the top of the great American economic pyramid for a reason. They should be praised and thanked.
That was not a joke or a comedy bit, but a true, authentic look into the mindset of some of the richest people in the world, like real estate billionaire Steve Roth here. Roth's comments then sparked this debate on CNN. Just watch.
When our country was great, when people think about when it was great, it was when the tax rate on the rich was the very highest. It was between 70 and 90%. This tax that Mamdani is suggesting is a luxury tax on second homes over $5 million for people who aren't living in them full time. So it's like a pied-à-terre tax. It's going to make about $500 million a year for the city. 98% of the city is for it. I don't know why we wouldn't want that. I think this hurts no one. I think we have to stop defending the people who are hoarding their wealth. And I think we need to look at this kind of wealth, this level of wealth. As a hoarder, you would look at a hoarder. If I had way too many typewriters in my house, if I had way too much newspaper in my house, you'd be like, Lee, you got a problem. You need to hold off on that. I think these people that get up to billions and billions of dollars, having Elon say he wants to be a 10 trillionaire coming up, it's like, that's a mental problem. And if they can't deal with it themselves, then we should tax them to deal with it.
If the look on the other panelist's face, New York Post writer Lydia Moynihan didn't say enough to know her perspective on the ultra-wealthy, get a load of this.
Mamdani basically did a video right in front of Ken Griffin's house, called him out just blocks away from where the United Healthcare CEO had been assassinated. So I can understand why people are on edge. And to address your point, Lee, Elon Musk has deserved every single penny of the money he's made. Jeff Bezos,
absolutely not. That is the most ludicrous statement you have ever made. They are making money off the American taxpayer, off the American government, after deals with SpaceX.
Bigger.
I don't know why you're shilling for these people. It's nuts.
It has made our standard of living, because capitalism has a moral argument that needs to be defended. It has made our standard of living better than any other group of people in any other time. And I would say, I want Elon Musk.
Living, Lydia?
Elon Musk,
Whose standard
I
of
hope he's
living?
a trillionaire, because guess what? Okay. With his money, he's literally letting blind people see. He's letting paralyzed people walk. I want him to have the money, not Elizabeth Warren, who's going to funnel it to fraud.
He's letting blind people see and paralyzed people walk. What are we doing?
Have you heard of Neuralink?
Have I heard of Neuralink? Does it work, babe?
Lydia's point about capitalism.
God, this is so freaking insane.
Listening to Moynihan's defense and justification of unlimited and unrestricted wealth accumulation, especially in the context of people like Musk, Bezos, and so many others, hurts my brain, because we're losing brain cells listening to that type of logic, okay, that type of spin. What are we doing? What are we doing? They directly benefit financially from government contracts, right? They use public infrastructure and services, and they have all these tax loopholes, right? So they're not paying as many taxes as they should, or as much in taxes as they should. Then we have to mention all the fraud that Elon Musk engaged in, right, as part of Doge. All the people that he fired, that he got rid of, particularly black people. He's not helping anybody. He's not helping anybody. But you know who is helping people? New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani, okay? He released a $124.7 billion executive budget for the fiscal year in 2027. You know why? Because he was able to do it by taxing the rich, okay? Aggressive savings, right? Partnership with Albany and critical new investments. And he didn't have to slash services, right? Raise property taxes or drain long-term reserves. He made sure that the New Yorkers, the people that are the heart and soul of the city, don't have to foot the bill. So it can be done. It can be done.
Look, I think it's commendable that the Trump administration is meeting with the Pope and trying to work with the Pope. The Pope is a good man. He's sincere in his faith, but he is sincerely wrong when it comes to Iran. The Pope ought to know, and I think he does know, God created both the church and government for two distinct purposes. The role of the church is to point people to faith in Jesus Christ, but the role of government is to protect citizens from evildoers, according to Romans 13. And look, 3 3 days after this conflict began, I was in the Oval Office with President Trump and a few other faith leaders, and he told us that Iran was within weeks of getting a powerful weapon that would destroy Israel, much of the Middle East, and could bring great harm to America, and he had no choice but to act. And I thanked him then for having the courage to fulfill his God-given responsibility to protect our nation. And you know, the great irony is it looks like President Trump has a better understanding of what the Bible teaches about the role of government than the Pope has. And I'm glad the president hasn't backed down at all.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank you so much for being there today, and more importantly, for what you did. The statue is beautiful. You know, I saw it during the weekend. We had a big PGA tournament with a great champion, and all great champions, actually, but it was a great tournament, and I got to look at it very closely, and it's incredible. And I just want to thank you. I know it was done from love, and I want to thank Mark Burns, a pastor. He's a good pastor. He's a good man. I've known him a long time. He's been with me from the beginning, right from the beginning. Maybe about 2 days later, right? 2 days. But
right, Mr. President.
he was right at the beginning, and I appreciate it, Mark. You're great, and just really a good person. And I want to thank everybody there. I don't know, here there's a good crowd of people, but I want to thank you all, and I won't forget it. And we love you all, and the country's doing great, and Iran is not doing good because of us. They are not doing well at all, and good things are happening, and I just want to really give you my love, and I wish I could be there where we want to make sure everything's going perfect on the war front. So I figure you can understand that, but we'll see you all around. I just want to, again, it's everybody is taking pictures of it. My people told me that it's unbelievable. All day long they're taking pictures. They stand up next to it and they have their picture taken. It really came out beautiful. I didn't know what to expect. I just want to thank you all. And we love you all, and God bless America.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. We love you.
Looking at Trump's new golden statue at Mar-a-Lago grosses me out because it's the latest, most blatant example of Trump and MAGA playing into religious iconography and mythologizing Trump as a figure of worship and devotion. Again, they put him on this pedestal. They treat him as if he's God, as if he is Jesus Christ. That is what that statue represents, okay? And it's really nasty when you juxtapose that against rising prices and the cost of living for everyday Americans. Again, Donald Trump doesn't care about you. He don't care about me. He cares about himself. He cares about the rich. That's it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because if they do, they are drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay? They are the ones who are wrapped up in delusion, not you. For Rebel HQ, I'm Chris Williamson. We'll see you next time.